Hello and welcome to another Cliff Reviews Art House. This time I'm reviewing the film Origin, directed by Ava DuVernay. I really enjoyed this film. It has a kind of epic quality. It feels like old-fashioned cinema, great storytelling, and you really feel like you've experienced something when you come out of the cinema. At the same time, this film is very bold and very ambitious. It's based on a real story told in the book Caste, The Origins of Our Discontents by Isabel Wilkerson. And the screenplay is written by her and the director, so she did have a big part. A major part of the film is almost setting out the academic thesis behind her idea that US slavery, Nazi Germany and the Holocaust and the Indian caste system were all linked. It's a really credible argument, I found, that it's all about class and not about race. And we learn a lot about the caste system which still exists in India. Some of the critics have found the film to be a bit too didactic, kind of overly instructive. One review suggested it would be better as a documentary. I don't think I agree with this. It does have something of a documentary format about it, but in this way, it allows elements to be fictionalized and perhaps allowed issues to be addressed more easily. For example, the main character Isabel has a discussion in Berlin with a Jewish academic as to whether US slavery and the Holocaust are completely different or whether they share similarities. This may have been more problematic if it was taking place in real life. Although the film is based on the book, the element of fictionalization perhaps makes confronting these difficult issues head-on somewhat easier. At times, the film was politically very obvious and on the nose. There was no real subtlety or nuance. But the thesis is so grand, so audacious almost, and Isabel's journey is so great. It did feel like it came together and worked for me. To some extent, the film is like a lecture. It sets out in an almost scholarly way its thesis about class and caste, and in this way we follow the journey Isabel Wilkerson went on herself. I really liked the scenes where she's making discoveries and the creative use of flashbacks to the time of Nazi Germany and slavery. At times the film was a little cliched and sentimental. The music was definitely used to manipulate the viewer's feelings. Some scenes were a little bit clunky. For example, the Trump-supporting plumber that comes to fix her basement, and the fact that they both change from awkwardness to compassion when they kind of understand a little bit more about each other. Again, though, these elements of the film somehow worked. It's not a pure documentary. It does take us on an emotional journey. This made it entertaining and moving. Perhaps this is important given the extremely serious and kind of academic content. It didn't hold back from showing us really upsetting scenes from all three countries. I did wonder if some of the actors were real, especially in India. At times it did feel like a documentary as she was interviewing subjects. It turns out that one of the actors, Dr. Suraj Yengde, the one with the Don King hairstyle in India, he played himself. He is a real academic that researches caste, race and ethnicity studies. He was a great character playing himself. I really liked this. Overall, this film is thought-provoking and entertaining, and I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.